So they got another 10 minutes on Doc B's, but I was going to look at this directory. It's run by RFID. Some kind of device. They've got an AMC. I wonder if it searches all our stores by name. View by category, I guess. Accessories. American. So these would be like American. Doc B's is an American restaurant. I was calling it Americano, but City Works is other American. Asian. I've got Milan. Bakery. These two right there. Brewery. Business offices right here. Cards and books. There's children's fashion. It's coffee. They do have some desserts. The Joy is actually really good. It's right there. And this thing is Kate Visor. It's pretty good. A lot of dining. Rise is pretty cool. Pinstripes for bowling right here at AMC. I'm sure these things will advance, even just like talk to you and stuff probably. Rise is really cool. It's a French restaurant. There's health and beauty. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Even Tony and Guy. Some guy came by and asked me if I was looking for anything particular, and I said a health food restaurant. Here's home furniture right here. Maris Sleep, Airhouse, Baller Designs, House Essential, Into the Garden, Louis Vuitton, some kind of Italian thing. And then they've got ice cream right here. This is what he recommended, clean juice. Might check that out. Italian is CRU. Then jewelry, they've got tons of jewelry here. From this right here to Everett. My dad should know all this stuff. He was in jewelry most of his life. So whole life. Kendra Scott, Louis Vuitton, Pandora, Tiffany & Company. I've been by there. There's luggage. All your luggage stuff. If you're trying to get luggage. Medical. They have 2 medicals. Kalos and Smile & Company. And there's Mediterranean, Luna Grill. Been by there before. Men's and fashion. Tons of stuff on men's and fashion. Burberry. Let me read that right there. Everything but water. Gucci. Louis Vuitton. Neiman Marcus. I don't know what this is right here. Men's fashion. I guess what would be the difference between, men's and women, and this is just men's only. Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Mitson, Maine, Psycho Bunny, Clothier, Rife, 51, Tommy, Toomey. I guess that's only men's only. Men's specialty is all of this too. So we pull on top of it. It's Mexican. They have a miscellaneous, so I guess that's miscellaneous right there. And then about that one, pizzeria, Grimaldi's. That's all the restaurants. Seafood. This would be seafood right here. There's all services right here. Bank, another bank, Compass. They even have apartments here too. Snacks. told me to go to the sunglass store. Unless they hit the wrong button. So this is actually a steakhouse right here. Not very far. These things can really come in handy, depending on how you're traveling. That's the wine bar right here. Well, this is actually really helpful if you're looking for something specific, especially in a shopping center. I've never really explored them that much. I've always just kind of looked at them and kind of laughed about them. But to be honest, if you're really looking for something specific, this could probably speed up your time by a whole lot. You just go through your category and find out what you need. Say accessories. And then you just hit, like, I don't know, say if you want some shoes at Louis Vuitton, it'll show you exactly where to walk. There's street, the street is actually numbered right here. And you can even change your direction on how you want to go. If you want to go to a different store. Let's see if there's a name on it. I don't see any name on it or anything. It has advertisements too. Pretty interesting. These are going to be really popular. Directory. There's AMC, Dolby. That's a really cool thing that they have Dolby. They still have that. They're still honoring the going in and watching a movie at the movie house, which I think is the coolest thing ever. A little bit of rain cloud, but nothing major. They're all the way from Florida. Clear your fork. Boulevard of Greens. Dates are my favorite snack, and these have dates. Wow. How much is it? Oh, it's $11? Almonds and vanilla dates. Himalayan pink salt. Ceylon cinnamon. How do you say that? Is it Ceylon cinnamon? God, it looks really good. $11. A long time ago, when I ran off to Hollywood about, golly, let's see, 20 years ago, almost about 20 years ago. So this is before Facebook. When I was there in 2001. So when we were looking for acting work, we went through all these different ways. You know, a lot of paper, trade papers. There was one called Backstage. and there was all this other stuff. And sometimes we would get emails, and then sometimes we would get information online. And the BlueMan group, who Linda happens to like, and then an old girlfriend of mine, Kara, in New York, her boyfriend, one of her friend boys or whatever, when her boyfriend started, he was Chris, he was one of the guys who started the BlueMan group. So, I had a little bit of African ensemble drumming, so I had a chance to audition for the BlueMan group, and I was in Long Beach. I landed in Long Beach, California. I lived right there on North Atlantic by the high school, right by one of the main highways, and in a place called Paradise Gardens. So I was on the computer, and I found out that the BlueMan group was auditioning in San Francisco. So I went on this long road trip to San Francisco. It was a long drive, a very long drive. And I had this credit card. It was like a mobile card or something. I don't remember. I think I ended up paying it back in collections way later. And I had to use the credit card. And back then, Red Bull was kind of new and exciting. And it wasn't necessarily soda pop, but it was definitely caffeine, and it definitely got you going and you'd be awake. So I'd get a Red Bull, almost like, I'd go 200 or 300 miles, maybe more, and then pick up a Red Bull, and I'd always get a Chico stick. Those little crunchy peanut butter Chico sticks, and I'd be drinking a Red Bull, eating the Chico sticks. And that's pretty much, I'm not going to lie, that's what I survived on when I went to San Francisco. It was Red Bull and Chico sticks. I didn't eat anything else at all. No, I didn't go to a restaurant or anything, and I walked around San Francisco. I was probably like 157 pounds, jacked up on Red Bull and Chico sticks. And I went to the audition for the BlueMan group. They put this little latex mask over my head and then took a Polaroid of me, and that was it. Then I left and I went to a bookstore, and this old actor guy had walked up to me and was talking to me about other actors like John Malkovich, and we were talking about the theater, the American theater. He had a limp and a cane, but I'm serious, it was it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was a long drive. San Francisco, steep hills, very steep hills, really cool town. Oh, she's got one of those little lap dogs. Dropping off some juice. I think I've dropped off to them before. That sunset's really great. It's going down behind some clouds. I always tell people that watch my show, because you never know what you want to be. There's a Dickies Arena. A lot of country stars and stuff like that, they go to that Dickies Arena and perform there. But I always say, like, you know, don't imagine yourself on the deathbed right now, but eventually everybody will have to go on their deathbed. And, you know, you're laying there and you're thinking, like, you know, what did I do? What did I do in life? You know, what did I do? What was it that I wanted to do, or did I accomplish it? And I know I have 3 children, and that's my greatest accomplishment. You know, it really is. I guess I had to go through quite a bit. And Escape from Maine, which is the screenplay and also a book that I wrote, about a 1,000-page book, and then it's a screenplay I'm working on, is my life before I had children. You know, it was leading up to right before I met Angel and had children. So when I'm laying there, I can think of my 3 kids, and that will make me happy. Of course, Jesus, you know, Jesus Christ. I did my best to serve him the best that I could. I wish I went to church more, you know. But, you know, that's why you go to church, because you've got all those great moments with all those other church people, and y'all have helped each other, because God puts y'all together to help one another in church. You might help somebody move. You might come over and console somebody, bring them food. You may give, like, a sermon to someone that didn't get to hear the sermon from the pastor, and they'll be like, well, what did the pastor talk about? And you may deliver that message to them because it's about a message. And then the times you spent reading the Bible by yourself with God and talking to God and asking God to forgive you because you ate too many ice cream cones and watched too many movies, or whatever you did as a Baptist, or whatever it is you are. I don't think one denomination's better than the other. If it's Catholic, that's fine. You're good to go in my book. It's fine. The Catholic are Reformed. It's fine. They know what's up. Don't try to preach to the Catholic. And the Catholic probably won't try to preach to the Baptist. Although just know Jesus is the one in control. They'll agree with that. They'll eventually agree with that. All the Mary, Mother, May I, all that stuff. Jesus Christ is in control. And then, you know, when you're in the arms and the bosom of the Messiah having the feast, and remember, he can pull you out of hell. He can pull you out of the wrong place. So those are the good things. I think ultimately that's kind of why I decided to do a little bit of preaching. A lot of the other real famous vloggers, you know, they got 100,000 views. They don't do as much preaching. But I met this great lady. She was from China. She's a follower of Jesus and a friend of Jesus and a great person. She always told me, in the world's eyes, it won't be great. It'll be great in God's eyes. And that's the most important thing. It's great in God's eyes, if you get this message. Because you want to be great in God's eyes. Why wouldn't you? This world is just a letdown, you know? That poor little mouse stuck in the corner. Anyway, it'll be okay. Just bow your head and be okay. Okay, the rule of thumb is north by northwest is even, because Alfred Hitchcock always got even. And south and southeast is odd, because oddballs are from Florida. It's that one right there. Because I was facing north. So it's either north or it'll be north west or west. And that would be an odd number. I mean, I'm sorry, even. Even. It'd be even. That faces north. It's pretty cool how they do that. You can smell Olivier's from here, and they're supposedly the best pizza in Texas. It's what they market. It's right off Camp Bowie. Here it is. Olivella's. I'm gonna ask how to say it when I go in there. Pizza and wine shop. You can see all the wine on back here. They expanded it recently, but in one of the D magazines, it's supposed to be the best pizza in town. So they won Best Picture. They won Best Pizza last year. So they were nominated and won last year for Best Pizza. All right, I asked him the name of the place. It's pronounced Olivella's. So they won Best Picture Best Pizza. Sorry, I'm thinking of the Oscars. Best Pizza. They won Best Pizza last year, and they're going to go up for this year too. They're nominated, so they may get Best Pizza again. So I don't know who's their competition. It's a Maine pizza. Looks like a margarita pizza, which is the original way pizza was made. I'm learning a little bit about pizza. So it's usually like a flat. It's a flat bread, kind of crusty.